Good morning, boys. Good morning, spectators. We are at the team event, day one, in the European Youth Championships 2018. Today we are playing 3 games, and the other 3 will follow tomorrow. We are moving 4 lanes right, 4 lanes left, and tomorrow we will continue like an unbroken squat. So we will move 4 lanes left and right from where you end today. Again, we are controlling the squat by whistles. You will have 15 minutes practice today. 15 minutes. Practicing is over, guys. Please stop practicing. And please do not begin. We are not ready yet. We need all machines to be. We are not ready yet. Please wait. We are ready. Good luck to everybody.
Welcome to the first day in team. I'm Mick Stampy and I will be commentating today. The boys are starting, so let's get ready for the first block. So the boys started practicing and some of the teams tried to do something with the lanes and to try and make them easier for the start, especially the Swedish, the Finnish, and the Danes. Tried to do different stuff. The Swedish starting with really much a lot of surface straight up from the outside, really trying to create a hook spot so they have something to throw it out to. The Danes tried to do the same, but a little bit more to the left. They got a lot of guys who really wants to hook it, so they tried to create a lot of hook spots so they could start further left than most of the other teams. It's the same thing with the Finnish guys. They also wanted to start a little bit further left than most teams. So let's see how it's working out for them. And again, if you have any questions, just I have under my Facebook profile, I have created a status, so you can put your questions in there, or you can put your questions inside the streaming channel. I think on YouTube there's a comment box, and you can just type in there, and I'll try to answer all of them. If you have any questions about any of the teams, or maybe we can get some comments for some of the team also. it seems like more teams are trying to use the topography to create a little bit of space for the players. I know Thomas talked a bit about the topography yesterday, about how the outside is tipping inside, and you should see some hook spots at the outsides on both the left and right side. And it seems like the coaches have noticed that and really trying to get their players to start more further right than they did in the doubles. Really trying to use all the friction out there and trying to create space. But still you see a lot of guys throwing shiny balls and over the fourth arrow because it's all ball, and you can do that for some shots. Scotland is off to a pretty good start. Only got one open frame and a lot of strikes through the first 3 frames. Got a double, a 3-bagger, and the guy at the bottom is working on a 3-bagger as well, so they're off to a really good start. There it is. Brooklyn, but it works. 3-bagger for Scotland. Norway is off to a really good start as well. They got 3 doubles and 3-bagger. Denmark is having a really hard time to start with. Even though Norway strikes a lot, they don't have a spare yet, so they got 3 open frames. So I guess they better strike. Decent start from Germany as well. Sweden is struggling also. So it seems like the teams that try to really do something with the lanes and try to make them easier, it really haven't worked so far. Norway's got a 4-bagger. Really strong start for Norway. Scotland got a 4-bagger as well. Working on a 4-bagger and a spare and open. Got a lucky strike there. They're definitely in the mix. Finland is also struggling a bit here to begin with. So Norway really got something. They just keep striking. Just got 2 strikes more. Looking good. 15-16 actually hooks a little bit more in this alley than the other lanes. Usually hooks a little bit more. So maybe they got a little bit more room to the right than some of the other teams, and they are definitely taking advantage of it. Let's see if the finisher from Scotland can put together a 5-bagger to begin with. The starter from Slovakia just lost his ball and went to the gutter too. So he's got a 3-bagger miss. It's unfortunate to lose the ball at this time, and Scotland keeps striking. He's got a 5-bagger now. It's really making a push for Scotland right now to begin with. See, Norway is working on a strike, a 4-bagger, a 3-bagger, and a spare. They're really off to a hot start. The Netherlands are off to a good start as well. They're filling frames. Something that Finland has a hard time doing right now. Got a lot of opens and not very many not that many strikes yet, so didn't seem to work out just yet for them what they tried to do with the lanes. And the starter from Norway got a strike again. Now we got the second Jürgen Mathies now. Let's see if he can put together a 5-bagger. Oh, close, ring 10. Let's see if he can put together a spare. Belgium is off to a pretty good start as well. See the third person has a 4-bagger right now. See if he can put together a 5-bagger. Norway spares. Let's see Belgium. Oh, ring 10 as well. Seems like filling frames is really important. We got Jonas Dans from Denmark. He's started his first 4 frames with 3 9 misses. You really can't do that at this level if you want to be in at the medals. So they really got to step up and start delivering. Unfortunately, the Slovakia guy actually threw it in the gutter again. I think he lost his ball once more, so he actually got 3-bagger miss. So he's got 60 in the 4th frame. So let's see if he can come back from this. It's got to be mentally tough. Norway's 2 last guys struck again, so they're working on a double, a 4-bagger, and a strike and a spare right now. So they're keeping filling frames and making good shots. Let's see if they can keep it up. The finisher from France is off to a good start as well. Enzo has got a 4-bagger. Let's see if he can make it 5. Sweden has begun striking. Starting to see the lanes a bit better. That's a strike more, as you probably heard. Let's see, France. Can he make it 5? There it is, a 5-bagger. He's keeping him in the game right now. Let's see Norway if they can. Actually, we got a Russian guy. Their leader started with a spare and then 5 and a 5-bagger. It's a good break for Norway right there. So you can try to convert the spare and avoid it to split. Jonas Dans is really struggling. He's just made another 9 miss. So I think he wishes the ball started to strike soon so he didn't have to pick up the single pin. It's got to be interesting to follow him, see if he can mentally come back from this. It's got to be tough starting with 4 9 misses in the first 5 frames. Let's see if the other guys maybe can help him get out of it and strike and put together some scores so it evens it out. Marcus Christensen has 3 strikes in a row right now, and Andreas has a strike and is working on a strike through the 5 frame. And Matthias Angerdal has a double right now. So Germany is off to a decent start, but also have some troubles filling frames. Seems like the spares are not easy to make. They are not. When you are a little nervous, it gets a little bit easier. Denmark strikes again. The closing guy from Scotland is off to a 6-bagger right now. The other guys are filling frames, so that's really positive. And this is still struggling, but they're filling frames right now. Netherlands are off to a really strong start right now. Really start coming together. Got a 3-bagger and a 4-bagger working on a strike. So they're really stepping up. The strike again from Netherlands. Matthias from Denmark strikes also. So they're really helping Jonas come over this period right now, and hopefully he starts striking so he can get some confidence back. The Swedes also got a 9 miss. Seems like just a little bit of nerves, and there's a lot of single pin misses today here to start with. Also, for most of the guys, it's probably their first championship, and the team event is maybe their best opportunity to get a medal. See, Denmark is working on a triple here. Wow, blow 7. Netherlands are striking a lot. All their guys seems to be matched up. They just need their closing guy to find the right lane 2, and then they will be really good, I think. 4-9 to the Netherlands. Let's see how they respond to that. Just got a 9 miss from Scotland, closing guy after the 6-bagger, so France just had a really good frame with 3 strikes and a spare. The closing guy is off to a 6-bagger. It's looking like a really good start for them if they can keep it up. Just got no race, lanes back together. Got a 5-bagger, their 3rd guy, and their 4th guy is working on a strike. Let's just see if he can get it. Jonas Dans is up for Denmark, so let's see if he can get a strike. So he got a Brooklyn and got a little bit of luck there. It's a filled frame. Maybe that can calm his mind a little bit, and he can start to bowl freely, or more freely. Norway just got a ring 10. Let's see if the 2 guys from Denmark can keep up the good frame. Iceland 3rd player just got a really good break for a strike after 5 nines. So he probably earned it in the first 5 frames. Well, maybe I shouldn't have spoken too much about the Netherlands be lining up, because they just opened 2 frames. You see the 3rd guy? He's got a split as well. He's got the 6-7. That's probably 3 open frames for them right there. So, but still, it's still a decent start. Still a very good start actually. So they can just come back from this. And for the last 2 frames, they will be in a good position still. Andreas from Denmark strike it. Just made a strike, so they're making a good frame. Netherlands is still in a good position to shoot around par. Maybe a little bit under, but compared to the other nations, it's all right. Denmark stopped striking. That's 4. No, sorry, Marcus didn't strike. So that's 3. So 4 in a row for Matthias, 3 in a row for Andreas, and Jonas got that strike. First strike for him. Maybe that can set him off. Sweden got some spares and strikes. Don't actually have any streams going on. Let's see, France struck again. So the guy who is struggling from France put together a double now, and they are looking to put themselves in a good position here in the first game. Let's see if Enzo can strike for a 7-bagger to begin this game with. See if Jürgen from Norway can start striking again after 2 9 spares. There it is. It's got a strike. Let's see. And so it's up on the lane. If we can put together a 7-bagger, the French would be in a really good position with the first 7 frames. 4-pin. See if we can pick it up. Third guy from Norway working on a 5-bagger. Make it 6. Oh, almost 7-10. But he ends up with a 10-pin. Jonas Stans had a double morale. Struck again. Maybe that was just the break he needed to get right back. Finland has begun to strike, working on 2 doubles, strike and a spare. See if he can make it a triple here. There it is, 3-bagger. Starting to get back in it. It would be tough to see a final without Finland. It would be hard to imagine. Pretty good nation, so I would expect them to start striking at some point. Let's see if Andreas can follow it up for Denmark for a 4-bagger here. Oh, he got a good break. He missed it in. We caught some oil and a little high. Tripped the 4-pin. There you have it, 4-bagger. This could be a really nice frame for Denmark, where everybody's lined up, everybody strikes. Matthias can strike for a 5-bagger. That would be a really good frame for the Danes. Norway is struggling to put doubles together. It's strike, spare, but at least they're filling frames, and at this point it seems to be really good. Let's see Matthias, and he is striking it well. Strike right there. Really good frame for the Danes. So now it seems like what they were trying to do at the practice, where they tried to manipulate the lanes, seems to work for them now. Sweden are working on 2 doubles. Belgium's working on 2 doubles, strike and a spare. The leader from Russia is still really good. He's got a spare 6-bagger. Now he's up for a 7 frame right here. 8 frame, sorry. He's got a 3-pin. The other guys from Russia are struggling a little bit, so he's really keeping his team in the championship right now. Finland has begun striking. Got a double, a 3-bagger, and now that's working on a 3-bagger and a strike through the last 2 frames in the 9th frame. The guy from Netherlands who was struggling at the beginning has begun striking, but the guys who struck at the beginning have begun to struggle, so But again, if you have any questions or you want me to try to get a comment for some of the team, just put a comment on my Facebook or on YouTube, and I'll try to make it work. Try to make it happen. And I got a question from Thomas Larsen, who was the commentator for him yesterday. And he asked how I see the scores developing through what I've seen. And it will definitely depends on which lanes they're gonna come to. I've seen some lanes that's been prepped really nice, and some lanes where all the bowlers are standing very differently, so I don't really know what to expect from those lanes. Either it's going to be really tough, or it could be decent. But I expect some higher scores. Seems like the longer the plays, the more space they'll get through the first series, through the first game. So I expect them to get a little bit higher scores, more that they can move further left, really use the hook spots they created, or some of the teams have created. And I think some of the teams are really gonna use that to their advantage. Seems like we got France we got Finland following Sweden. That's a good thing. So I think Finland's gonna strike a lot in this next game. Although Sweden is struggling, I still think they are creating some room to the right, and I think Finland will take advantage of it. Seems like the Swedes are starting to migrate a little bit more left, and they're getting a little bit more space. So I would assume Finland is gonna put a good score up there. Also, Netherlands are following Germany and France, and France really did a good job of staying right with a lot of service. The Germans didn't try that hard to put something to really prep the lanes, but they got two lefties, so it probably wouldn't matter that much. So I would expect the Netherlands, Finland to have good scores. Let's see who will. Norway will follow England and Malta. That could be tricky. Denmark will follow Belgium and Romania. I would actually expect Denmark to make a good score here as well. Belgium really did a good job with the lanes, it seems. They striking a lot at the end of this game. Just put together 4 bag and 9. They're working on 2 doubles and a spare. They got 220 in the first game. Belgium is also coming up to following the France and Germany. So I would expect them to have a good game as well. I think the scores will go up a bit throughout this competition. It seems like everybody started a bit more right, and due to the lane mapping, I think they can use that later on. really create some space. Belgium struck again. So their second guy got a 3-bagger right now, trying to get to 224. To make it 4:49 for the first two guys on Belgium's team. Scotland, who came off to a really hot start, struggled a bit here throughout the end of the game. And the guy who started 6-bagger just shot 210, sorry. So they got 764. Turkey and Italy is gonna be around the same number. Closing gap from Netherlands. 3-bagger now. Really helping his team here at the end of the game, where the other guys were struggling. Finland made a good comeback in this game. Seems like they will be around par. Matthias keeps tracking for Denmark. Marcus just struck again after a spare. They're off to a really hot start. Belgium's second guy finished it out to 224. It's a really good 10th frame for the first two guys. Hear the Swedish people cheering. Maybe they're off to something. The leader, Lucas, got 176. Adam, the second guy, can finish it out to 235. Oscar's working on a strike and can finish it out to 222. And William Svensson is working on a strike as well for 217 if he closes it out. Adam just left the 7-pin, so he's gonna shoot 225 with a spare. They did a good job of filling frames, even though they struggled on the lanes with the carry. They filled their frames and England struggled a bit here with 662. So they need to start striking if they want to get into the middle round. Third guy from Belgium just put together a double in the 10th frame, so he's got a 5-bagger now. He's got to shoot 256 with a strike here in the final frame. There it is. 256. So the last guy can put together 3 strikes, they would be at even 900. sorry, 890. See if Matthias can put together another strike for Denmark. Make it 7 in a row. To close out really good frames for the Danes again. The other 3 guys struck. They really seem to have figured the right lane out. There it is, he struck again. 7 strikes in a row. See if they can finish it off on lane 13, the left lane, where some of the guys have struggled a bit. Goes our guy from Belgium, struck in the first shot in 10th frame. Sweden will end up around par for an even number. If they get the first strike in the 10th frame, they will be over. And if they don't, they will be under. So it's going to be pretty close to an even number. It's a 10 pin, so they're going to be a little below par. So it's going to be interesting to see if Team Finland can figure the carry out on lane 23-24, because the Swedes struggled a bit with it. The Danes just struggled again, if you heard that. Michael just put together a double in the 10th, which puts him at 3 strikes in a row and a potential to 23. Iceland actually made a decent comeback here at the end, leading up to the 10th frame, but the lead-out man opened the 10th frame for 221. Nice, made an 8, so that's 221. Let's see if Jonas Duns can make a strike on the left lane. Iceland just struck again. They are definitely in the mix. Norway struggled a bit. Just put together a double in the 10th frame, but before that they got 2 opens and no doubles. And George making it 3 in a row for 213 for Norway. France is going to have a really nice game as well. Germany did a good job as well, filling frames the last couple of frames. France are gonna finish 30, 40 over. Depends on the last guy. Jonas Duns made the first and the 10th, but put together a 6 count for his second shot. So if he spares, that's 170. Actually, a decent save to that game. He struggled a lot to begin with, and that's mentally tough to come back from. The other guys helped him out a lot by striking and really putting them up for a good game. Third guy from Iceland just finished out with a 5-bagger for 216, which means that Iceland can finish out with a 3-bagger for 796. 796, sorry. Norway's second guy just made 212. So maybe the nerves played a little thing in their mind after such a good start. The closeout guy from France put together a double. So he can shoot 246 with a strike here in the final shot of the game. The German closeout guy came really close to the double in the 10. He got a 4-pin. So he's gonna shoot 192 with a spare. Nine pins for France's final shot for 845. It's a good start. Andreas struck the first shot in the top for Denmark. Iceland is shooting 794. It's a good start. See if Andreas can make one more for triple. No. 4-pin. So he's gonna shoot 232 with the spare.
Han kom på et tidspunkt ud i bonghallen. Har du ikke set dummer på det? Han kiggede i vinduet til Gary, der sendte billede til Motter. Det er din søn. Det var lige sådan her gryde.
Norway can shoot can finish out for 854. There it is, a spare. 232 for Andreas. See if Matthias can finish out this game and put Denmark in a really good position after the first game. He's working on a 7-bagger. Can shoot 269. Which would be the highest game of the first game. Individual score. And give him. So that's the first. the Danish spectators are going crazy right now, so they're really loving it. The closeout guy from Norway put together a free bagger to give Norway a really good finish. He's gonna shoot a 50. Mathias just put together one more. He's got 9 in a row. If he strikes again, that would give the Danes the lead. I believe by my calculations the Belgium will be one. I didn't see the finish from the Belgium, but at least one pin behind. And he struck again for 891. It's a good start for Denmark. It's going to be exciting to see the lane change. See how different they have to play, and really see how they managed to get through the first 2 frames. So Denmark is in the lead by 1 pin to Belgium, who's in second place. Norway is in third place with 854, which leaves France at the 4th place for 845. Finland started with 2 strikes and 2 spares, so and it's hard to see anything from Denmark and Sweden because they're playing right next to each other and they got a lot of supporters. That's pretty difficult to see anything there. Sweden started with 2 strikes, 1 spare and 1 open. Seems like Finland really found the pocket, but some of them are struggling with the carry. Got some 10 pins, and maybe it's just more difficult to strike on that pair. Belgium started out with 3 strikes and 1 open. And the first guy left the washout. Netherlands are putting together some strikes here as well in the second frame. Started with 2 of them. I could see some big scores happening at the high end right now. we got a lot of great teams on lane 17 to 24. So I believe it's going to be pretty cool for the spectators down here. Netherlands struck again, so they got 4 strikes there. Pretty good second frame for them. So they got a double and 3 singles. It's nice. Really seems like Denmark's strategy worked for the first game here. Talked a little bit with the coaching staff before they started practice, and they talked about staying more to the right, really create a hook spot, and then move left of that, and really trying to take advantage of the hook spot they have created. It definitely worked, especially for Matthias, who shot 269. So good game plan for Denmark, and my guess is they will do the same tomorrow, and probably more teams will follow. Netherlands getting a nice messenger there to a double to start the third frame with. They are really putting together some great starts. Let's see if they can keep it up and maybe finish a bit better than last time. If we take a quick look at the all event after the first game here, and after a total game of 7, we got Felix Hübner at the first place. We got Steindor from Iceland in second place, 5 pins behind Felix. And then we got Clement Bernhard from Belgium at third place, 13 pins behind the leader Felix. So it's a pretty close race. And in top 24. Got a cut right now at 14.27. That's 27 over par. And we got Mykola from Ukraine, who's 24 right now. And Matthias Angeredal really took a big step in the all event with the 269, and he's up to 10th place right now. 49 pins behind Felix. Also Rens Philipsen from Belgium took a nice step as well with the 256, and he's up to 33rd place right now. And he's 39 pins behind the 24th spot. So, but still a lot of games, and you got a lot of time to make some changes to the leading board. Enzo Franco, who made a great game for the France, struggled a bit yesterday, and he's up to 43rd place right now. 85 pins behind the 24th spot, but he's got a lot of games left, and it really seems like he found something in the first game there. Let's see if he can keep it up. Netherlands are really striking. They got 2 doubles, a 3-bagger, and a spare to work on for the fourth frame. So really nice start for them. Belgium is also striking. Rens got a 3-bagger. So it really started really good. It seems like some of the teams knew what they were supposed to do when they moved lanes, and they really made some good shots. So that was a strike for Sweden. Just talked to Mikael Bay, the Danish national coach for the men's team. He asked me that he was here the whole day, ready for an interview. So maybe I'll get one with him later. Maybe he got some things from the lanes, and he sees different things. Scotland off to a good start in this game. Romania is off to a fine start as well. They got 13-14. I really think Denmark did a good job of creating a really good lane here. Iceland is struggling a bit here to begin with. France really got it going on lane 1 and 2. That's the pair the Netherlands was on before. I think they did a really good job as well, creating a good pair. That's a strike for Enzo again. That feels a very good frame for the France. 4 strikes, so they're working on a 4-bagger, a double, and a strike. And they only got 1 open frame through the first 4 frames, so really nice start for France. And the Netherlands, it seems like they created a really nice pair as well. Matthias keeps striking. He's got a 3-bagger, and Marcus Christensen also got a 3-bagger for Denmark. You see Nick from Netherlands are up. He's working on a 3-bagger. There it is, 4-bagger right there. Let's see Rens from Belgium. He's working on a 3-bagger as well. He's up on lane 22. Need to hurry. Need an 8. 2-8. Norway's off to a good start again. They got a 4-bagger and a 3-bagger. Only 1 open frame. Shows that guy from Netherlands just struck again. That feels a good frame for the Netherlands again, even though they got an open frame. And they're working on a triple, a 4-bagger, and a strike. And of course an open frame. It seems like 23-24 is a bit different than the other lanes. The Swedes did a really good job prepping the lanes. They're hitting the pocket a lot, but they can't seem to strike. Got a lot of single pins. Now Jesse missed one of them, probably in frustration over the lack of carry. But Puri is working on a 3-bagger, so at least one of them has figured out how to strike, so you can help the team out. EYC from Finland is still struggling with the carries. Just got another 9. He spared it this time. The other Finnish boys seems to have found a way to strike. They got 3 strikes. The other guys. So let's see. First 2 guys from Finland struck again. It seems like Uni, the 3rd guy, has a little trouble on the left lane. That is his 3rd 7th spur on the left lane, and on the right lane he's got 3 strikes. Finland is really stepping up this game. Norway strikes a lot as well. Sweden strikes a lot. They got a 5-bagger and a 3-bagger. So Marcus Christensen from Denmark started with a 5-bagger. And Andreas working on a double, so it's pretty neat. Always got a 5-bagger, got a 4-bagger spare. That's pretty cool. Let's see, maybe I can get an interview with Mikael Bay in between the 2nd and the 3rd game. Maybe ask him a little bit about how he sees the 3rd game developing, and what what is needed for the players to succeed. Already got a lot of guys migrating a lot left. The right guys, the right-handed guys. But they're doing it with shiny balls, and it seems like either it hooks or it never picks up, so it just never hits the headpin. It's really difficult to control. Got a really young kid from Poland who got a double 9-spare triple and almost got his 4th strike. But it's a ring 10 pin. That's pretty cool. After 125 in the first game, he's got 128 already through 5 frames. He's got to be pretty excited about that. It's pretty cool. Well, unfortunately, he missed the 10 pin. So, but if you have the chance, go to lane 10 and see his next shot. He's probably gonna shoot that in 3 to 4 minutes. So. He's playing right after the pacer on lane 10. Denmark is off to a really good start. We got 4 strike in the 5th frame. Got Marcus on a 5-bagger, Jonas working on a strike, Andreas working on a 3-bagger, and Matthias is working on a strike, and they only got 1 open frame. Germany is filling frames really good as well. No open frames and 2 doubles. See Sweden here on lane 19, if he can make it 4. There it is, 4-bagger. 4-bagger for Oscar. Alexander is up for Norway to make it 6 strike in a row. They could really need this. They got an open frame already and a spare for the other guys to work on. That's a 7 from him. See if we can spare that. 3-6-10. Marcus just striked 1 more time, so he's up to a 6-bagger right now. Really strong start from him. Yes, he just had a 9-pin. He's really struggling to get all of them down. William Svensson just put together a 6-bagger as well. As you can hear from the Swedish supporters. Netherlands are really doing a nice job as well. They only got one open frame. They got 3-bagger, 2 doubles, and a 4-bagger. They're working on a two strikes and a double. So see if he can make it a double on lane 22. See if Nick can put together a strike again. There it is. Bang. 10 in the pit. They got a double right there. Jonas Dons also strike it from for Denmark. So they put together a strike again. So he's up to a double. See if Andreas can put together his 4th strike of this streak. I got 2-7. So unfortunately for him, he didn't quite deliver a good shot, and it showed. It's really cool seeing the 2 guys from Poland. From Poland, it's pretty cool. Andreas picked up the 2-7, picked up the 8 split, so. You can see Enzo is striking a lot for France, down on lane 1 and 2. It's off to an 8-bagger. He's really showing why they put him at the bottom. He's putting together a massive performance right now. The leading guy from France also got a triple right now and can close out the 10th frame for 247. Oh, that's the second guy. Enzo just had a bad break for an 8-pin. Wow, and he could really use it. He's struggling. He has struggled a lot this game, so it really have been a nice break to get. And I think because he's a little behind score-wise, behind the other guys from the team. I think he really wanted to bring more to the table, but he took a spare. So France is gonna make a good game here, I believe. Let's see who's going on lane 1 and 2. That's Belgium. So He could have a good game down there as well. Let's see if Marcus from Denmark can put together 7 strikes in a row. There it is. 7 strike for Marcus. Matthias also put together a double, so the Danes are really stepping up today. I think after yesterday they really, after Monday they really wanted to step up and say this is home court. Let's see if JD can bring it. There it is. A 3-bagger for Jonas. Mr. JD. Enzo from France just had a 10-pin. He spared that one. Spared it on lane 1. For those of you who know Aalborg, that can be a little bit tricky due to the wall. But he made it look easy. See if Andreas from Denmark can start striking again after that spare. Got a 3-pin. That's a good break. And Sweden strikes again. The lead-out man for France made the first in the 10th. France could really make a good score here. And definitely they will for sure they will retain their position in the top 4. So if you want to see the Polish guy, he's on lane 10 right now. He can shoot out for 2:36. He's on lane 10. There it goes. Oh, got a 4-pin, really close. So about a 200 game for him. Maybe even a 210 game if he spares that one. So Bartos is making a really good comeback here in the second game for Poland. Although there are only 2 guys and not in the team competition, still pretty cool to see guys succeed. He just missed the 4-pin. Seems like every time I'm standing here and watching, he's not striking. So maybe I should just keep myself away for his last game. Well, Alex is up for Poland on the same lane, but he can shoot 212. He's also a young kid. I'm gonna go back here. So let's see. Matthias started again for Denmark, striked again. Let's see if Marcus from Denmark. Sweden striked again. Williams started striking again after a spare in the 7th frame. So they are working on 3 strikes and a double. Marcus just went through the nose for a 4-6 and an 8 split. So let's see France. They're about to finish down here. Let's see if we can get the last. The lead-out man closed it out for 2:47. It's a pretty good finish for him, finishing with 6 strikes. The 2 guy got the first strike in the 10, which means that the 8-pin the stone 8-pin he had before really cost him, because he had a strike before and now he's got a strike after. That's something that is the cruelty of bowling. See if you can get the double in the 10th. He went through the nose for a 6 split. So, but the other guys are doing a pretty good job. See, Scotland is putting together some strikes as well, and keeping the open frames to a minimum. Although they left some spares out there, they're still on the verge for a good game. So JD from Denmark striked again. Finland is making a really good game here. Puri just shot 245. And Leslie's gonna shoot 256 with a spare. The other guys can close the 10th frame out to 195 and 217. So they figured out how to strike on that pair. Netherlands are shooting an amazing game this game here. They really got a lot of strikes. They're working on a 3-bagger, 4-bagger, a 4-bagger, and a 4-bagger. Up to 10 frames, so really got a good game going here. Denmark is going to move to that pair after this game, so I would expect a high game from them also. They're bowling really well as well, and of course Netherlands are going to the pair that Denmark is on right now, which also seems really good. So I would expect Netherlands to do exactly the same and finish off with a really good game. Oh, stone 8-pin for Netherlands. So still a really good game. He's gonna shoot 238 with a spare, the lead out man. Norway is also putting together a lot of strikes here. They're working on a 3-bagger and 2 doubles and a spare. Seems to have figured out how to close out a game this one. They're closing out this one a lot better. Sweden is also striking a lot more this game. See Mathias Angerdal from Denmark Oh. He's got the 210. Norway just put together another strike. Alexander, the third guy, just put together a triple. He can close out for 277 this game. The lead out man George can close out to 255. So they got some good games here. Mathias Angerdal just spared the 210 to give the Danish spectators the Danish supporters something to cheer about. And they did. Let's see William Swanson from Sweden, if he can make another strike. Really put the Swedes up for a nice 10 frame here. He's been really solid this game. He's got another one right there. Ronan van der Loo from Netherlands just struck again, so he's up to 5 in a row. And he can close out for 246. Netherlands are really shooting a nice game. They can close out for 246, 279 and 250. It's been an amazing score. Ronan, and he struck again. They're really on fire right now in the Netherlands. And the players are going crazy. They're really loving it. They know that this game is really good. And they know that this game will put them right in the middle before the last the last 4 games. Jonas Stunt from Denmark just made a split and didn't convert. Now we got Andreas after 3 spares. Let's see if he can get back into the striking zone. Finland's 861. Yes, he just missed the 10 frame. That cost a little bit. Ronan van der Loo just shot 245. Which marked another great finish for them. Belgium is really struggling this game. They started off really hot, but they had some troubles in the middle and they just didn't recover. So they're going to shoot a low game here. They're looking at a max score of 724. Let's see if Nick can strike again. He's going for 279. That's the first one. George from Norway also striked in the 10 frame, so he's got a double in the turn for a 5-bagger, and he can shoot 255. The scores are really high this game. And there it is, 255 for George from Norway. Andreas from Denmark had another 9, and he spared it. This could really be a costly game if you don't strike. So it's going to be costly for Belgium. Nick just got another one. That's a great break right there. Missed it a lot left. Nick just bounced back and he's on fire. He's really loving it. There's nothing like a strike when you miss it a little bit and you know it's good and you know it's really tight. The top. And it comes back and strikes this. It's a great feeling. So Belgium is shooting 7-14. That's gonna cost them in this game. Mathias Angered from Denmark got a 3-6-10. And Sweden just keeps striking. The lead out man threw three strikes in the 10 for 197. And Adam just put together his 5th strike in a row. I can close out with the last strike for 233 for Sweden. Nick just shot 275. Let's see if Mike Baumann can finish it off. Finish off a really nice 10 frame. Oh, ring 10 pin. Really close to a perfect 10 frame for Netherlands. But if he spares that, he's gonna shoot 229. Netherlands are gonna shoot an amazing score this one in this game. They're gonna come right back in this. Right back in this team event. He spared that one. And with a strike, they're gonna shoot 987. There's a lot of people gathering around Denmark and Sweden, Netherlands, and Norway right now. All the others are almost done. We only have this one left in game 2. So there's a lot of people gathering around. And Sweden just keeps striking. That's Oscar with a 3-bagger. And he can close out for 247. Marcus from Denmark just struck. So he put together a triple and he can, with the last strike, shoot 266. It definitely helps when you have a guy that shoots 260 every game. Not the same guy, but when you have a guy, you just have one who shoots that high a score. You have one each game, you're definitely gonna be high on the leaderboard. Alexander from Norway, who had the chance of shooting 277, just made a 2-pin in the first shot in the 10. So he's with a spare and a strike, gonna shoot 256. Sweden just struck again. 4-bagger for Oscar. He's gonna shoot 247 with a strike in the last frame. They're shooting a really nice game as well. Belgium, who had a really nice game in the first, struggled here. Now they're only 4 over par and, well, out of the top 4 right now. Due to the really high scores the other teams are putting up. Marcus shot 243. Still a really nice game. Really nice game. We just had a lane breakdown on 17-18 where Denmark, Germany are playing. Germany is also striking on lane 17 and 18. Their closeout man can close out to 269. That would really help the Germans. This game, the Danes should be really glad that Marcus put together a really nice game here. Because there's a lot of nations that really put together a good score. Alexander from Norway just shot 256, sorry. And Jonas is gonna close out for Norway. Almost put together a double for 200. William Svensson is striking again, but you can hear it on the Swedish spectators. He's gonna shoot 278 with a strike in the last frame. And Sweden is gonna shoot 950. There's some really high scores in this game. Ukraine just put together a good score as well with 840. Germany just struck again with a double in the 10. JD struck for Denmark in the first shot in the 10. William Svensson is shooting 276. Really, really nice score. JD just struck for Denmark. Scores are really high this game. Norway shot 875 for a total of 1729. Sweden is a total of 1744. And the Netherlands are a total of 1756. So that's pretty close. But Denmark will retain the lead over those three nations. With around 40 to 50 pins. Andreas just struck the 10th frame, the first 10th frame. He can close it out to 224. He makes two more. Felix Hübner just struck for Germany as well, and he's up for his second shot in the 10th. There it is, another one. So with the last strike, he's shooting 212. Germans with a really good score as well. Andreas is up for his second shot in the channel. Really good kid. Really curious about bowling and really works hard to get better. And there it is. Second strike in the 10. Shooting a really nice score, Denmark also.
Let's go! Let's go, Denmark! Let's go!
And Felix Hübner striking again, so he's shooting 212 this game. Struggling a bit today. Andreas shooting 211. Can also be a tough position that Felix is in, leading the all event going into today. Might be something he wasn't prepared for. I remember it for myself. I was in the lead after the doubles. That was a whole new experience. Patrick just struck for Germany. Can put together two more for 269. Matthias is up for Denmark. Almost got the messenger to hit the 10 pin. Left the 10 pin. So you can spare that and put together a strike for 223. Seems like Denmark is a slow country today. They're finishing last again. Maybe it's due to the lane breakdown, but maybe they are taking their time. There it is. Patrick strikes again. So he's in the 260s. But Germany is gonna shoot 926 with a strike here. Really, really nice score for Germany. Good comeback after a tough start. They're gonna be in 7:05. 17:05. And Denmark is gonna be 18-13 if Matthias strikes this one for 922 this game. So we're gonna have a little talk with Michael Bay. Maybe he's got some views to the last game and what the players have to do with their. So here we are with Michael Bay, the Danish national coach. How do you see the lanes developing?
Well, it looks like the lanes are developing quite nicely. I'm seeing a lot of high scores. I'm actually a little bit surprised that they figure out the lanes this well, but
yeah, it seems like they really really had it working and prepped the lanes really good from the morning.
Yeah.
What is your prediction for the last game?
Well, I don't really know this. I'm not a tall guy, and I hardly can see anything because of all the spectators. But I expect the ones moving from the high end to the low end to struggle a little bit more. The teams on the low end right now hasn't balled the same lines, and it's going to be interesting to see. I think it's Netherlands and Finland who's going on the other end of the center. So it's going to be interesting.
Netherlands are staying up here. They came from 1 and 2.
Okay.
Belgium is going on lane 1 and
Okay.
2. Actually, France just was on lane 1 and 2 and shot 86 over or something.
Yeah, okay.
So they made a nice game down there,
Yeah.
but
We'll see.
it seems like 17 to 24 is developing pretty nicely.
That's true. That's true.
What would you see from the players doing? What would you, if you are coach right now, what would you get your players to do?
I would just say keep calm and throw it the same way. It looks like the transition is pretty predictable, so they shouldn't run into that big problems. But we'll see. Everything can happen in team matches, and maybe there'll be a second transition that's going to make him harder. But I don't think so. I think they're going to keep the scoring pace.
Yeah, you have the experience for coaching the youth team before,
That's
so
right.
so you know how the transition works and how the minds of the young people works. So
Well, it's more of the minds, I think, because I
You-
see more revolutions now than when I was a coach for the youth, and a lot more good players from many teams or from many countries. So they're different. They're better than when I coached the youth.
yeah, well, thanks a lot for the interview, and
Thank you.
Thomas Larsen just had a question about what kind of advices I could give on how to become a better spare shooter, and my experiences from the European Youth Championship and maybe even the men's championship. But the key to become a better spare shooter is definitely practice and really just do a lot of practice on both single pins and different, like 3-6-10 or 2-8s, something like that. And now we got this cool thing called Specto, who can help us even more in our training. So we can actually use Specto to determine if we are a better spare shooter and really figure out which lanes are the best for your style of sparing. Because there's a lot of different styles when you have to spare, and what I'm saying is find your own way to spare. Back in the old days, there was a system. We had a system in Denmark called 3-6-9. And it works some of the way, but I think it's just don't work in every way. It's individual for every single player. So you have to figure yourself out. I know I ball a lot with Thomas, and he's better straight up, almost no matter what pin he has. He's just straight at it. And I'm the opposite. I'm from the right side to the left side, and the left side to the right side. So I'm crossing the lanes a lot more. But I have my own system, and the way I do it. And I know if I got the 10 pin, depends on if I'm playing a long oil, a short oil, or medium oil. I know I have to stand at that spot, and if I deliver it at my target, I'll hit it every time. And if I got the 7 pin, it's a different place I'm standing, and that's something I've practiced a lot. And it can change if you're drifting. Change if your drifting changes over the years, your spare game is gonna change also. So you have to be constantly over your spare game to be a good spare shooter. And I know Thomas, who's the best bowler in Denmark. He's working on it every week, and he's using Spectral right now to be a better spare shooter. So, but at a competition like this, you also have to have your mind straight. You can't be afraid of missing a 9 pin or 10 pin or 7 pin, because then you're gonna miss most of the time. So the more you practice it, the more you feel confident you're gonna spare it. And the easier it will get. I've played the European Youth Championship 3 times in Finland, Sweden, and France, Paris, and that was definitely some different experience. The first one I had in Finland was my first, so it was pretty nerve-wracking and couldn't really. Well, I actually played decent the doubles and finished 4th with Paul, 4 pins behind the 3rd spot. There wasn't any semi-finals or finals back then, so we didn't get a medal. So yay! But that was pretty cool. That was the feeling that okay, I can bowl here. I can compete. So that was pretty awesome. The rest of the tournament, I really didn't bowl really good, but I ended up in the Masters, won my first match, and then lost my second. But it's definitely a cool experience. And then I came to Sweden and Malmö and competed over there, and that was different at a whole new level. Because we played the doubles. We finished 1st, 2nd. I can't really remember. I know I shot 14.52, a new European record at that time. And funny story about that. We actually joked about the women's record were higher than the boys' record, so we joked about we should beat that. Unfortunately, I actually got to beat it, so that was pretty cool. But that was a whole new situation to be in, where you're a young kid, you haven't tried a lot, so you don't have a lot of experience, and right now you're leading the I was leading all events, so I was leading the tournament that I have been practicing or training for the whole year. So when I came to the first day at the team event, I was struggling mentally to throw good shots, and I really had a hard time. I had some good coaches. They got me calm, and we talked a lot about it. But my first block in the team event was actually horrible. I felt like I let my team down also, because I couldn't focus on what I had to do. I was too focused on the all event actually. But I wanted to win the team event, no questions about it. But I just couldn't get my mind off it, and it was a whole new situation to all of a sudden to lead the tournament. And that was something new that I struggled with. We worked through it, and I had a lot of help from my training staff and my teammates. And we got to the finals in the team event. Unfortunately, we lost to Greece in the semifinals. But fortunately for myself, I won the all event. So that was pretty cool. That was really cool. That was my best memory at the European Championship, and the whole team was behind me. That was quite the feeling. It was really awesome. So I really know when you're mentally disturbed and you're feeling nervous and it's a whole new situation. It can be hard to deal with. But it really helped me a lot. It was a great experience, and I've taken that to my senior tournaments. Really taking that experience. Right now I'm actually struggling a bit to the championships at the moment, so I probably have to dig a little deeper the next time if I'm going to Hong Kong to compete for the Men's World Championship. But got a lot of practice before that, and hopefully I can draw from my experience for earlier competitions. Because I've also, the next year, we went to France for the European Championship, and I came there as the winner of all event. And that pressure really got to me. I felt really bad down there. So that's a new experience when you come as one of the favorites to actually deliver. That's tough. But I won the doubles tournament down there. That was pretty cool with Carsten Hansen. That was pretty awesome. So let's get back to the bowling. Ukraine has started really good at 19 and 20. Denmark has struggled on 21-22, got 3 open frames. Mathias Angerdal is working on a double at the moment. Maybe he can get the triple. Norway's had a nice start. 2 doubles, working on a double. Mathias got a messenger on the 10 pin there to set up Denmark nicely for the 4th frame. Let's see if Jonas from Norway can set up Norway for the 4th frame nicely. Oh, that's a good shot, ring 10. That's a really nice shot from Jonas. Netherlands has had a decent start. 3-bagger and 1 open through the first 3 frames. Sweden is having a decent start as well. 3-bagger, double, 1 open. William Svensson, who struggled a bit the two first frames here. Just struck there. Maybe he's back in it and he's lined up. Germany also had a decent start, a three-bagger, two opens. Let's see France here. Got a three-bagger and three opens through the first three frames and 1/4 frame. 5 and 6. Don't think that might be a tricky pair as well. Especially when you move in. You really need to get it to the right quick. You really needed to do it with the less speed because it really needs to pick up. But you need to throw it to the right. If you throw it too much to the inside, it just skids. Just gets right through. That's what we saw with the French right there, the 2-10. So they're struggling a bit. Let's see what Hugo is doing. He's got a three-bagger for France. He's playing Code Red, I think, from Storm. Seems like the scores are a bit lower this game than the second game. There's not that many that's really shooting high scores team-wise. There are some individuals here and there. Hugo with a 10-pin. I think he got it a little far to the left, so it didn't really start and went through the pins the right way. Belgium is struggling a bit, but their 3 and 4 are actually having a nice game with a double and a three-bagger. But that lane 5, you really gotta get down in speed, and you really gotta throw it to the right so it can pick up and go through the pins the right way. Can be a bit different in that lane, but can be a pretty nice pair as well. There's a lot of 300 games in that pair, but you really gotta know how to bowl on that pair. I think Mathias just put together 4 strikes, and he did. Good frame for the Danes. Finland is struggling as well. They got 2 doubles and 1 open frame. Norway with a little move over towards Denmark. Maybe they're competing. Trying to get to Denmark, but that's right back in your face. Strike from Mark, who's got a three-bagger. It's a three-bagger from Norway as well. Maybe there's a little competition between Norway and Denmark right there. If you can see on channel 3, you might see Denmark and Norway go at it against each other. There's Denmark with another strike for JD. You can really see some of the team just let loose right now. They're cheering a little bit extra every time they make a strike. They're really showing some excitement. Czech Republic are actually throwing a really good game right now. They got a lot of strikes. They're playing on 7 and 8. They're working on a 5-bagger, a double, a strike, and a 3-bagger through the first 5 frames. Belgium, last 2 guys, they're just striking, keeping their team in it. They're really having a hard time getting the ball to read France on lane 5 and 6. You can really see that the teams bowling on those lanes haven't really played with a lot of service from the outside. So you really gotta get your tempo down and really get the ball to read to get through the pins the right way. Let's see Adam from Sweden working on a 4-bagger. Looks good. There it is, 5-bagger. Denmark with a really nice frame. Strikes for all of them. They're working on a treble, a double, a single, and a 5-bagger. They've really made good adjustments to the first 2 frames. The Netherlands also had a really good 5th frame with strikes 2-all. Marcus with a high 479. Strikes for Norway. Double for the lead-out man. Compared to that doubles tournament, there are really some high scores here at the team event. They've really figured out how to play these lanes. We also have to consider that it's the morning squad. And based on the 2 first days, the morning squad might be a little bit friendlier than the afternoon squad. JD with another strike, so he's got a triple after 2 open frames. Really good comeback from him. I believe he really likes to step up here and show his team that he can do the same as they can. Lassi from Finland with a good break there. For a strike. They need everything they can right now. To make the situation better for tomorrow. Sweden got two guys there. They are striking and 2 guys who are struggling. And if you see the Polish guys, the two Polish kids on lane 13 and 14, they just keep striking. We got a 5-bagger for Alex right now. Yeah. And a double for Bartos. That's pretty cool. They're really having a nice comeback since the first game. France are really struggling. And so Bagamino just stepped over the line for a foul. Iceland is trying to get a good score here. They have a long way to go. Belgium is also struggling. And he can't seem to get his ball to pick up. And so from France. This ball just gets way too long. Let's see Germany here. They're struggling a bit. Patrick, their closeout guy, just working on a 3-bagger. 2 spares and a 3-bagger. Let's see if he can make it 4 here. They really need it. They're pacing around par right now. The strike here could really set them up nicely for the 7th frame. Lane 14. Oh, 2-pin. Let's see Svensson. Sweden struck again. Adam just got a 6-bagger. Oscar had a strike. Lucas had a strike. Now William can really put a good frame on for Sweden. 6th frame with all guys striking if he strikes as well. Netherlands just keeps striking. Double for Roland, double for Nick. Let's see if Mike can make it a double as well. Lane 18. Just went back. I think something caught his eye. Seems like every person stopped actually down here. I didn't see what it was, but something actually. Oh, really nice strike from Italy. Really good break. Let's see JD. Oh, he's got another strike. 4-bagger there. He's really stepping up right now. Let's see Mike Bellman as he's striking on lane 18. He's excited. Let's see as Angadale also got the first 6 strikes. He's really stepping up in this event. We got a long history of throwing high games. And if he starts striking, he just keeps striking. He strikes a lot. I think the same is the case for William Svensson. Just keeps striking. He struck again, so all strikes for Sweden in frame 6. So they're set up nicely for frame 7 here. Spare from Bartos. Netherlands have really figured 17-18 out. Now it seems like they're matched up. So now it's just making good shots and keep striking. Andreas struck again on the right lane. He's struggling on the left lane, so see if he can come back. Mathias can close out 7 frame for Denmark for 4 strikes. Put himself at 7 strikes in a row. Missed it in. 3-pin. Norway is striking a lot right now as well. We've got 2 3-baggers, a 4-bagger, and a single strike. So they're really working on some good stuff right now. And a strike there from George puts him at 4 strikes in a row. There's a lot of different bowling styles going down the lane right now. See the guys from Norway striking right now. And they're playing shining balls. And then you see Mathias Angerel, who had the front 6, playing with the no rules exist, with a lot of surface and just around 3rd arrow. And the other guys are playing shiny balls around 4th, 5 arrow. The same is the case with Sweden. They're also playing shiny ball from the inside. Adam just put together his 7th strike in this game. Lucas also struck again. So they keep striking Sweden. See if Oscar can put together a double as well. Ronan just struck for Netherlands for a treble. 3-bagger. See if Nick can do the same for there also. There it is. Oscar for a double. See if William can put together his 5th strike in a row. So the Sweden go back to back 4 strikes for the team. Next strike from the Netherlands for a 3-bagger as well. Now it's up to Mike Bellman to do the same for a 3-bagger as well. Let's see what William Swenson can do on lane 15. Can he do it again? There it is! And the Swedes are loving it. Coming with an 8. Six in a row for Ukraine's. Close out man. Let's see JD from Denmark. 3-6-10. Marcus from Denmark just make a 4 miss. That cost a lot of count after strike. That was costly for the Danes. Norway keeps striking. All of them working on doubles. We got 4-bagger, double, 5-bagger, 4-bagger. They're striking a lot on 23, 24. Seems like they figured out how to strike. Just keep striking. Finland is struggling a lot. Just had a 7-10. They really got to come back strong tomorrow if they want to have a shot at the medals. There it is. Sweden keeps striking, and he looks right at the Netherlands. Maybe we got a little fight here as well between Sweden and Netherlands. They're really trying to get into each other's head. They're really showing some excitement every time they strike. France is really going to have a low game. Unfortunately for them, they're really struggling. Let's see if Adam can put together 8 in a row. To Lillian, there it is. 8 in a row, and the Swedes are loving it as well. That makes it 11 strikes in a row for Sweden. They have really figured out the lanes and they're really delivering. The Danes are really struggling with the left lane, it seems. See if Ronan can make it 4 in a row in lane 18 for Netherlands. Sweden keeps striking. That's 12 in a row. Ronan keeps striking, and he looks right at Sweden. Oscar made his 3rd strike for Sweden. So William can close out yet another frame where all guys strikes. And for his 6th strike in a row. And he can make Sweden 13 strikes in a row. They are really delivering right now. Really showing up. And at the right time. Got hurt. There it is. They're really loving it. They keep striking Sweden. That's unbelievable. And it's good strikes. They are really delivering at a high level right now. Norway strikes. Jonas just got 5 split to end Norway's momentum. Oh, almost picked it up. Before that, Norway had a bunch of strikes in a row. They were also up to 13 strikes in a row on Norway. Really some teams that strikes a lot here. Going into the final frames of this game. This is really gonna be costly for France, who's really struggling this game. Belgium as well is also struggling and shooting way under par. So the prediction Mikael Bay came with became true. Those who were playing on the lower end would have it difficult. At least it seems that way. The scores are way lower than the higher end at the moment. Lucas from Sweden got a 10 pin, so the streak stops at 13 for Sweden. Same number as Norway. Marcus Christensen from Denmark just hit the gutter. That's 4 miss. Let's see if he can pull himself together and pick it up. Spare. There it is. That's a really important spare right there. Both score-wise and mentally. tough one right there. Norway as well with a 7-1. Some of the guys maybe a little bit too excited going into the last 2 frames. 7 again for Norway. Still have to keep in mind there's a lot of balls going down the lane, so you have to keep moving. You can't stand in the same place and expect it to hit the pocket. Adam from Sweden just put together 9 strikes in a row. Let's see if Ronan can put together 5 strikes for Netherlands to keep them in it. There it is. He's loving it. 5 in a row. Let's see if I can get some interviews with some of the guys, some of the leading teams. And hopefully we can get them. It depends on what the teams are playing for them. Sweden strikes again. Maybe they have to get back to the hotel to get some rest and be ready for tomorrow, but we hope to get a quick comment for some of the guys. Andrea strikes on the lane he strikes on usually. Let's see if he can figure out the left lane in 10th frame. Denmark really needs Matthias to step up and deliver a strike again. We really need a high game from him to stay in it. Really a lot of high scores from the other teams. See Alexander Beck from Norway on lane 24. That's a bad shot. 2-pin. William Svensson from Sweden strikes again. They are really on fire this game. See Mathias Angerel from Denmark, and he strikes again. Really important from Denmark, and he's fired up. Really exciting. They know they gotta keep striking to keep up with the other teams. Sweden can close out to 212, 300, 242 and 262. They only got the 10 frame left. The Czech Republic had a little struggle the last, so they're finishing with 807 this game. Belgium 7-1 and have a total of 23, 40, 45. France have a little bit of a comeback in them, but that's only the last 2 frames. They only got 10 frame left, so they can recover a bit of the loss in this game. And Lucas from Sweden keeps striking. Finland can't seem to figure this out, actually. There's not a lot of strikes, and well, they're filling frames, but still, when you have so many non-strikes, you will have open frames, and they do. And Lucas keeps striking from Sweden. They're really putting together a massive performance in this game. They're really delivering great shots. great adjustments and keep in front of the transition. All strikes for Netherlands in the 9th frame. Sets up perfectly for the 10th. The Danes are really struggling on the left lane, but Marcus put together a double and an 8. Put himself at 175. It's a good mentally comeback for him for the last 2 frames. They were really tough. Norway didn't have a strike in the 9th. George got a double in the 10. JD from Denmark just put together a strike. So he got a double now. He can close out for 218. That would be really important for Denmark. They got that one. Let's see Sweden. Adam is working on 9 strikes. He just got 5. So that's the end of his streak. And that silences the supporters from Sweden. So they need the last 2 guys to step up and deliver to give them the best possible opportunity for tomorrow. Brent just struck for Netherlands to give himself a double and can strike out to 239. It's close to a spare though, Adam. For 263 for him. Netherlands can put together a really great score as well this game if they can keep the strikes coming in the 10th frame. He just got a ring 10. That's 228 for him with the spare. Let's see if Andreas can strike in the left lane, where he have struggled the whole game. Andreas got the 9 pin, it was really close. Andreas with a spare. So it's on channel 2. We're gonna have the interviews if we can get some of the teams to take their time to come have a little chat with us about today's bowling. Oscar with 231 for Sweden. It could be a really big score for Sweden. Ronald on the low 223 with a strike in the last ball. Finland are really struggling, and yes, they are struggling a lot. I can't seem to get it to work today. Maybe the frustration over the lack of carry and the hard time he's had there. So Denmark really needs Matthias to step up and deliver at least 2 strikes here to get a good game out of this one. It's really a tough game for the other guys. And he just missed that one. Wow. He's way off right now, yes. Not every day you see that. Let's see if Nick can put together a strike for Netherlands. William Svensson with a spare, so he's gonna shoot 240. They're gonna shoot 946 with a strike. Nick strikes for Netherlands. As soon as Sweden finished here and all the lanes are done, we're going to have a chat with Sweden. They have agreed to come talk to us, so we'll have them on channel 2 as soon as the bowling is over. Matthias unfortunately got an 8 split, so he's finishing with 245. Still managed to shoot 737, so that's a good score for him, and he keeps his team in it. But 811 this game. They are losing a bit to the other teams. Sweden with a total of 27-19. Mike Berman from Netherlands just had 210 in his 10th frame too. To finish their game. Let's see if he can pick it up. So Mike Berman didn't convert. So the Netherlands are ending up with 1865 in the last game and a total of 26-22. 21, sorry. Let's see what Norway is finishing up with. The last shot here. It's a 6, so they're finishing this game up with a 942 and a total of 26-71. That's a pretty good score right there. Denmark with a total of 26-24, so pretty close for tomorrow. Really close for tomorrow. It's going to be really exciting to see the finish of this. And I would expect Finland to show up tomorrow and compete for a spot in top 4 as well. So even though they're 140 behind, I still see them have a shot at it. And Oni from Finland is striking again. And finish it for 2:30. They gotta strike to have a chance for tomorrow. I believe they still have a chance. And Finland strikes again. So they are going to be at a max score at 24.94. They're going to be about 130 pins out. That's not impossible. Not impossible. That's very much possible. But they got to strike tomorrow. They got to strike a lot. And remember, on Channel 2 we're gonna have a little interview with the Swedish team. They can tell us a bit how that day went. We'll see if maybe I can catch Norway as well. They had the time. Yes, it struggled again, and he had a 10 pin. So let's see if he spares that one. He spares that. And we're also gonna get an interview from the Team Norway. So Channel 2, right after these last two shots, right here. So we got Ukraine finishing off really nicely with a 268 and a total of 24.54. And yes, it's definitely not too happy with a 3 in this is final shot. So no, it's definitely not what he was looking for. 24.73 total for Finland. So we'll set up for the interviews with Team Norway and Team Sweden. The two top teams of the men's team event, day one.
En stor til, da. Da er det bare å... Alle må blande litt.
To der sidder og to der står.
Der.
De skal om bagved.
Ja. To på en stå, ja.
To der sidder, to stå.
Stå sånn, eller stå på kne?
Nej, det tror jeg er fint.
Du vet det er mindre problem hvis ikke jeg står, nei hvis jeg sitter da. Bitch! Satt da. Latsamt. Ja.
Den går lige amok.
Ja. So what I'm going to ask about is, well, first of all, the last game, and then tell the viewers a little bit about the whole experience from the start of the day and take us through the journey of the first 3 games. So we are here with Team Norway, who just had an amazing finish, and tell us a bit about that finish. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we knew that we had to finish really good, and we started off not bad, but not really good, and then the strikes just came, and me personally was not getting the strikes, but after Brooklyn, I got my role, and yeah.
That's pretty awesome. You got a lot of strikes right there in the last game. You got 13 in a row as a team. How was the excitement right there, the whole experience? How was that?
That was really good.
Anything else?
It was really fun. I mean, you know, the cheering and all of that stuff, it really was an amazing feeling. Just getting a lot of strikes, supporting each other, helping each other out, you know, great communication, and really happy about all the strikes.
That's pretty exciting feeling, huh? Did you have a game plan going into today? How you wanted to start the lanes off, or anything?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday that we was going to start right in the lane with some solid balls. So we had a path to the right, so if we missed right, the ball would come to the pocket. And afterwards we saw that the lanes dried up and we needed to move left.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for the interview. It's pretty cool, and good luck tomorrow. Fall well there as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. You did good.
Thank you.
I remember my first interview in English. That was horrible. Finland goal, they had a lot of lines as well. They couldn't carry, especially on the last pair. Yeah, couldn't strike. Jamen, de er på vej til. Jylland! Great bowling.
Thank you.
Det var kul.
What?
Det var kul. Ikke kul, det er ikke kul.
Ja.
Ikke det, siger. Det er ikke kul. Kul?
Cool. Yeah. Fun.
Fy foran var kul.
We have to talk with our coaches first.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
It's fine?
Yeah.
So come back on please. Yeah.
Are you here at 1 o'clock? Can we do that?
Yeah, we are here like every time. Yeah, 1 o'clock. Yeah, perfect.
So Team Sweden is coming on channel 2 at 1 o'clock. They have to have a chat with their coaches right now, so we're not standing in the way of that. So 1 o'clock, we're having an interview with them.